Okay, we are live. Let me make sure it's showing up on the group page. All right, so we are good to go. All right, hi everyone. Happy Sunday. We are down to the last two businesses that we're highlighting for this month. So I am happy to have Foli Riegle here with us today. So we're going to get started. We're going to hop right in and we're going to just find out what business she has and how we can support her. So Foli, good morning. Thank you for coming on. Okay, so let's get started. Who is Foli? Let's get a little background as far as who you are and how you started your business.
Hello everyone. Again, thanks for having me. I am a mom, a wife, and a new business owner. I grew up in the Midwest. I'm a transplant here to Arizona, and I'm an occupational therapist by trade. And so I have been in the rehabilitation field for the past 8 years. And that has led me here to start up this women's health venture of mine, which is Inspire Wellness and Pelvic Health. And we provide services to women in the community who are in need of pelvic floor therapy. And this is a big passion of mine, me being a mom of 3 kids and having them in such a short span. I saw a lot of the trials, tribulations, the changes to your body, the things that nobody really talks about that are happening. I saw all of those things. And in talking with other moms who experienced some of the same things, I really saw the need for more women's health services, particularly access for diverse options for care, which was something that I definitely saw was lacking here in Arizona in the Valley. So that's what led me here, is just my own personal experiences, these experiences I've spoken with other parents, moms, just other women in general of all ages. That's what led me to starting this women's health venture of mine. And that's where I'm at today.
Okay, cool. Perfect. So let's go in a little bit deeper about the business, because I think you kind of touched up on it already. You're a occupational therapist.
Correct. Occupational therapist.
Okay, by trade. So you saw that there was a need for more women's health services here, so that's why you started. But seeing that we're still kind of going through a pandemic right now. What are some of the things that you've gone through as far as like trying to start a business in the middle of a pandemic?
So there have been a lot of challenges this has been about a year in the making for me, and I could have never forecasted that I would be starting this in the middle of a pandemic going on. But we kind of touched on this a little bit. There's always a need for healthcare. There's always a need for medical services in general. So some of the challenges that I've run into is just like typical things that you would see in ordering. If you're ordering supplies, you see like now a lot of things are on back order. It's just a lot harder to get access to certain things. So it just takes a lot more planning than you probably would have had to plan previously. And then just being out in the community and having that opportunity to meet others and network. We're all kind of relegated to Zoom and that virtual platform. So that's been one of the challenges, is that you can't get out in the community as you typically would when you're trying to start a new business and market and get things up and running, and just coordinating with other businesses and trying to get things set up. You have to make that phone call, then, okay, let's meet. And that's just been the challenges that I've run into, is just not having the access, because we can't really get out due to social distancing. We can't get out to see or do things like you normally would be able to.
Right, right. So let me ask you this, because of everything going on with COVID, do clients have the option to do virtual or in person, or are you functioning completely virtually right now?
Great question. I do have the option to do both. So we can provide telemedicine, where your sessions are virtual, and we also have in-person therapy that is provided at my office location, which is at 59th and Union Hills. But the nice thing about me being a solo practitioner in a small office is that if you do come into the office, you're not really in contact with a lot of people. It's me and you, and then whoever your support person is. So it's just me, you, and your support person. So I feel like your exposure is really limited. But that teletherapy piece is option. It's available, and for those who just really aren't ready to venture out, I think that's a good route to take.
Okay, cool. Perfect. So Dawn Katz, I think she might be a doula. She commented she needs your info for her birth clients. So I'm going to drop your email in the comment section so that she can connect with you, and your website and address is already on there as well. So Dawn, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing her name correct, but there's the info there, girl, if you need to connect with her after the live.
Please do. I love doulas. So definitely reach out.
Okay, perfect. So we actually have a question here from Mary Beth. She wants to know what options you offer for IC clients, or is that something you...
Can you clarify what you mean by IC?
Okay. We're going to give her a moment to clarify on that, because I'm not sure. I thought that was some type of medical term that you would get.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out where she's coming from.
Okay.
If she's referring to an actual diagnosis, or if she's referring to like a health plan or something like that. I'm just trying to...
Okay. All right. So Mary Beth, we're going to wait for some clarification on your question. Okay. So...
Oh, okay. Yes. I do provide services for IC clients. Thanks for that clarification. I don't know if we're going to get into the types of people that we will be providing services for.
We will.
That a little later? Okay. So yes, I do. And I guess we're going to touch on that in a little bit.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So, well, we already talked about where your business is located. I did put the address in the comments. So that's actually our next question. So what type of clients do you see? What type of services or physical products, if you have any, what kind of products and services do you offer?
Okay, so I provide one-to-one services, and my services are very, they're client-centered. What happens is you contact me, and through consultation, we will determine whether or not therapy with me is the best route or the best option, or if I need to provide some referrals or other options, we can discuss that as well. But I do provide services for a whole host of diagnoses. So what I do encompasses pelvic health, but that could range from pelvic pain. That could be, when you think of pelvic health, a lot of times people kind of automatically assume, well, you need to do Kegels, you need to do strengthening, but there's a whole host of things that go into it. Kegels may not be the best option for you. It may be that you need to work on some of the down training and relaxation. There's a whole host of, like I said, pelvic pain diagnoses that I provide services for as well. We do strengthening as far as for diastasis recti. So if you're having any of those abdominal issues with the separation of the abdominal muscles due to pregnancy, which is where you see it a lot, postpartum, mamas definitely come in. That's kind of where I started my journey with this. Is I actually had diastasis recti, and I was looking for options and a practitioner that could help to address that. And I was just kind of running into a dead end just based on my being a mom of three with my lifestyle and access. And then I was looking for some diversity in my care as well. And that was definitely one of the challenges that I saw as I was looking out in the community. But yeah, pelvic floor therapy, what we're doing is we're looking at, you may already come in with a diagnosis. There's an evaluation process that goes into it, like I said, and then we come up with a treatment plan based on your needs for an allotted amount of time. Our goal is to get you back to your life, you know. So what I do is I walk alongside you and I provide the information, the education, and the empowerment so that you can have those tools to be able to live your life to the fullest and do the things that you need to do within your day. We talk a lot about activities of daily living and the women that come in to receive these services. There may be things that are limited within their lives based on if you're having leaking issues, incontinence issues. So that could be very limiting in your routine, where you go out, what activities you do when you go out, the timing of that, whether you have access to the restroom quickly, things like that. So we look at whatever your challenges are and then address that within your routine and your lifestyle so that we can give you the strategies to be successful and, like I said, have that education.
Okay,
there's a
nice.
whole long list of diagnoses, and I could get into like every single one. That would make for a very long session here. But if you have questions, if you want to know, do I treat this? Definitely, you can drop that in the comments, or you can contact me. I mean, just give me a call. I can answer any questions.
Okay, and I'm going to put it in the comments right now because you're offering free 15-minute consultations, right? And they go to the website to book that?
Yes, they can contact me through the website. Just fill out your information on the website and it'll go right to me. And I personally give you the call back and we can chat and I'll follow up and see what your best options are.
Okay, perfect. So I don't know if this is something that you would have to reach out specifically to Foli for, but I'm still going to ask it to you here. Does your services fall under neuropathic, or is it something that's usually covered by insurance?
Okay, I fall under naturopathic. So I am actually a self-pay practitioner. So I would be out of network for those who do have the insurance. And what I do is I provide you with the documentation that you need so you can then submit that information. But every situation is different. So I know I keep saying it, contact me and we can work together as far, if that is one of your concerns, is the pricing options, which that is, I'm sure, for everybody. Contact me and we can work through what options are available and what services I have that we could get together and make sure that you can have the care that you need. But I do not actually take like insurances, your standard insurance plans.
Okay, got it. All right, so guys, just again, she is offering free 15-minute consultations. The link is on the screen. It's in the comments, so make sure you get started on that because I'm sure her calendar is going to fill up really quickly. So moving forward, how can, well, as of right now, you don't have any physical products, right? It's just more so of the services that you're offering?
It's all services. So it's rehabilitation, pelvic floor therapy. So it's all service based.
Okay. All right. Perfect. And they already have the website on how to do that. How can they connect with you on social media?
So I do have a Facebook page and I have an Instagram page at Inspire WPH. So Wellness and Pelvic Health, Inspire WPH. And you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram and reach out there as well. And then, of course, I think you dropped the link. My website's on there also.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool. So And so we already talked about the free consultations that she's doing as far as like anyone who's going to be watching this live or the replay. Um, as we're wrapping up our interview, if you have any other questions, we might have time for a couple questions.
Yeah, I have time.
But I wanted to ask you, Foli, because I know you're just starting. You literally started a business in the middle of a pandemic, which is like, who does that? But it's like, why not?
Who does that? It was planned, but I did not plan the pandemic. That's for sure.
Right, and nobody did. So I'm happy. I was happy that you were telling me that, because I'm like, you know, a lot of bad things did happen through COVID, but a lot of people just took it as an opportunity to, you know, get back to whatever they're passionate about. So I'm glad you took that opportunity. But what is some business advice that you have for anybody that's thinking about starting or have already started but kind of lost their way or anything? What type of business advice do you have for them?
So I think if you have an idea in mind, and I think for me, the biggest thing was hesitation. I've always worked for an employer, and small businesses at that, small to medium-sized businesses. If you have an idea and you have a passion for something and you know it's a route that you'd like to end up, I say you just go for it. That was my hardest thing, is thinking that, well, is this something I can really do on my own? And everyone who you work for as an employer started somewhere. So that would be my advice. Just take the steps, put together your plan, and just act. Because the more you think about it and start wondering, well, maybe could I, would I, should I feel like that all that hesitation just pushes back the goals that you could be achieving. So for me, that would be my biggest thing, is just act.
Okay, nice. Yes, just act no matter what. Because I saw a meme the other day. It was a picture of a person sitting at a computer, and literally everything around, like the whole world was ending, and they're like, start that business no matter what. So I'm glad. Right. So I'm glad you brought that up, because I know a lot of people are still hesitating. Like, I have to wait until it's the right time. And there's really no right time. And if it wasn't COVID, it would have been something else that popped up that could have, you know, kind of been like, well, maybe I should stop. So just do it. Just do it. So thank you so much for sharing that. So I think we're all done here. I don't see any other questions or comments. Guys, make sure you check out her website and her Facebook page. All of the information is in the comments. We always talk about needing more representation in the healthcare field, and with the services she offers, I think it's really a gold mine. I don't really know of a lot of Black people offering this type of service anyway. So make sure you guys show your support, whether it's for you, your mom, your friend. This is something that we can all benefit from. So when we see people coming into these industries where we're not really represented, make sure that we show our support so that they continue to provide that service to our community in whatever industry that is. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys. Thank you, Foli, for even coming on to talk to us today.
Thank you.
I will be going back live again around 2:00 with my last business for the month. Hopefully we can continue this, because I like learning about new businesses. So,
yeah.
All right. So, Foli, any other closing remarks or anything else before we call it a day today?
That's it. Just check out my website, like I said. If you have any questions, just my information's on there. I've been saying over and over, just call, and we can kind of figure out what the best route for you is.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you, guys. So I will see you guys in a couple more hours. Bye.